Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019. The time now is 7:11 a.m. Pacific time. And no, it is not 7-Eleven, the convenience store. Although sometimes their slushies are pretty good. Okay, what's going on with our... Why does my wolf look like it's twisted? Okay. Well, we'll ignore the wolf for now. Till he becomes too much of a nuisance, I suppose. So I am revisiting a game that this was actually the first game that I played when I started streaming. And I still mess around with it from time to time. So I figured, actually, wait. I figured you might as well give it a go. So I am in leaderboard mode. So I cannot change the settings. Now, a lot of people have really complained about leaderboard. And some of the complaints, I'm not sure. A lot of people like to complain, just to complain, obviously. Okay, there's a note here. Where's that letter? But a number of people complain simply because a particular person always seems to be at the top of each leaderboard. Each time they reset it, one person always seems to be ranked number one. And, okay, where is it? Okay, it's flashing here, and it's solid. Well, it's solid over here. Wow, really? I wonder if it's up in here. Well, I guess we can wonder all we want. These notes really give you, it helps out in the long term. Of course, I'm not sure exactly how they help out in leaderboard mode, to be honest. Okay. Oh, duh. It was right there all the time. So, we are gonna start from scratch. And one good thing about leaderboard, at least in my opinion, leaderboard allows users, or viewers, I should say, to see how the game begins. Well, obviously they have not fixed. I haven't played this in a while. Obviously, they haven't fixed the loading issue, whereas every time it loads a new part of the map, the game basically stalls out. Whoops, wrong way. So yeah, that's a bummer. So since we're starting out, we have $450, which I don't think that's enough. Not for my greedy hands. So we're gonna beg, borrow, and no, we're not gonna steal. Although that would be an interesting dynamic. We need to lease this, obviously. And loan. We can borrow $1,200. I'm gonna keep this at 3 months. They haven't fixed this, have they? See, as you put it, that balance due, that $1,200 turns into 17, over 17 and a half by leaving at 3 months. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wrong thing. Yeah, look at this. 1,200 be almost $3,000. So yeah, let's keep it at 3 months. Daily payment. That's kinda steep, but are you sure you want to take the loan? Not really. Oh, I hate borrowing money. You know, ever since that show came out, I've been kind of curious exactly how that would, work out. My luck, if I put all in and put everything on the line, I'd probably go bankrupt. Okay, so I'm not sure. Now there are some things that did change. You can rent equipment, and look, they put a light. Man, why is it? Oh, because it's loading. Yeah, this is a mobile light system they finally added. Okay, we're obviously not getting that. So let's see. There's 2 ways we can go. We can either buy this water pump, or we can get, well, actually, there's only one way we can go, because we can't afford the electric. So let's get one of these. Fuel consumption, that's nice. 1 liter per hour. Okay, so I take one of these. It's too bad they don't automatically add 1 to your quantity when you click on it. Now, since I'm going for a water pump, I might as well do this instead of dumping bucket loads of water in every time I fill up the hog pan. Okay, so since we got that, we need one of these. We need a small water hose. And we need a filter. You know, I wonder if they've added filters for the big pump. I don't think they have. They should add something for the blue pumps. Okay, now there's 2 more things we need. We need a few buckets. I'll get 2 for now. And we'll get, wow, they still have stuff here that we can't even buy. Let's get 2 jerry cans. Okay, let's see what the damage is gonna be here. Okay, not bad. But once we fill up the fuel in these, let me make sure that's correct. Okay, so far, yes. Okay, let's order. Yes, we know it's gonna be outdoors. We have to pack our own stuff. I guess we just leave a IOU. Is that the way it works? There was no one there. It'd be kind of cool if they dealt like My Summer Car, where you actually have someone, even though he doesn't say anything, just no. It'd be kind of cool if they added that. So we just hand out IOUs. And when the people get back from wherever they go, and they get the money, they come out and collect. You know, not to bust anyone's or ruin people's entertainment, but I read a article that kind of ruined these kind of shows for me for long term, and a lot of this stuff was all manipulated. I mean, I knew that from the beginning to a point, but I didn't realize just how much they manipulate it. It's just like some of those home buying shows, like the Gaines husband and wife, Chip and Joanne. Let me see. Put the big stuff in first, perhaps. Anyways, their show basically shows them showing customers or potential customers 3 different old homes that need worked on. And, they go through them and they show them, describe what they can do to make it look great. And then they decide, well, the realistic, the one thing they don't tell you, to get on the show, I don't like that. To get on the show, the person has to actually have a property in their name. So they have to already own the property. So it's all for show. It's not real. I mean, it kind of, and then the same thing with all those like Property Brothers and all that. It's all for show. Even that. There's another show I like, Levitt or Listed. That's all predetermined, and a lot of those shows they do, like when they show homes. Okay, scumbag. When they show homes to people at the end, and they're all shocked and crying or whatever, that's all. They do several takes until they get the exact response they want. And I imagine the same thing happened with Gold Rush and Pawn Shop. Pawn Shop is all fake. I mean, unfortunately. Rick Harris, which is the middle Rick. This, you got the grandfather and the son, and then the grandson. The middle one does not, in real life, he doesn't work the counter at all. So it's all vetted beforehand. If you're gonna talk to him, you have to have something worth actually showing, and that's with any of them. None of them will talk to you unless it's all been vetted and set for script. So all those shows that I find interesting, that article I read was kind of a bummer. Okay, so I just realized I bought all this stuff without realizing what is new in the game. Oops. I'm just doing this all by habit, I suppose. Okay, let's fill this up. Don't want to run out of fuel. And obviously, is this gonna reach? So yeah, I pretty much knew that a lot of it was kind of set beforehand, kind of rehearsed or scripted, but to actually hear it, it did kind of burst my bubble, so to speak. Okay, well, we have almost $600 left, which should be 1 month worth of payments to the bank. Okay, let's go out to our claim. I'm assuming it's still in the same location. Yeah, see, we're already at 10:40 a.m. game, and it's snowing. It's 21 degrees. Oh, the temperature is falling. Does that mean we're not going to have water? It's 20 degrees at 10:40 a.m. And as most state laws in the U.S. require, if it's snowing or raining or nighttime, you're supposed to put your headlights on. A lot of people don't do that. Oh, it's 19. You know what? I don't think we're gonna have any accessible water over here. Oh no. Yeah, this is not good. Now, another good part about taking out loans in this game, even if you take it out and pay it back the next day, is unless you do that often, that your credit limit, there were story things back there. Well, I might go back. Look, it's like Motel 6. They'll leave the light on for you. In this case, they leave a fire going. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. Okay, turn off the lights. Now I'm gonna take a water pump down there. Yes, I know how to use a water pump. Thank you very much. Yep, just as I feared, we're not going to have access to water. Okay, so I want to set this up so I can access it while I'm digging. So, what, maybe right about here? There we go. That should be good. That was almost got weird. Okay, so I don't remember the water um, being so frozen over so early in the day. So we can get it set up, but that's about all we're going to be able to do. Okay, I think this is as close as we can get. So let me straighten this out. No, come here. Well, this is, no, it's not. It looks like it's melted, but it's not. Now, what they need to do in this game, I think, is add... Wow, really? They should add something where you can have like a heater to melt through the water. That's just a personal opinion. Okay, so we're gonna hook this up and just set it there for now. Now obviously, since we have a loan out, we want to start mining as soon as we can. Yeah, see, we can't even fill these up yet. So I'll just set these right here for now. Yeah, I definitely do not remember starting out this with this situation. The last time I played this, it would freeze up during the night. Yes, I know how the jerry can works. Okay, well, can't go around that way. Let me see if I can just set this down right there. But yeah, it would be nice if they had like a kerosene heater or something like that. I mean, that's what I would do. Well, I guess I'll have to go around. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah, I think it kind of stinks that we have, we're losing money. There's nothing we can do. And I lost it, yeah. They might actually have something to defrost the water. I don't know. I didn't read anything in the notes about that possibility. But yeah, until this heats up again, we are out of commission. Well, what we can do, We can fill that up with dirt, I suppose. Yeah, we can fill it up with dirt. You know what? With the sun out, yes, it is. It is heating up. Okay, so let's see if we can turn this on and start it. No. Let me see if I can find that story thing. No. And I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me check where this is. Oh, it just defrosted enough. I sank down. Okay, cool. Okay, let's get digging. That was lag. Now, since we are in leaderboard mode, we do get random nuggets, which, like I said, I've said this before. Random nuggets are realistic. Some people say it's an unfair advantage. It's not. You ask any successful gold miner, and they'll all tell you that from time to time they do find nuggets. It just depends on the land. If you're on really good land, gold-wise, you're gonna get quite a few nuggets. So there's that argue that it's not realistic, blah blah blah, or just those who don't like the feature. They also argue it gives people on the leaderboard an unfair advantage. Yes and no. It gives the beginners perhaps a slight advantage, but once you really start mining in bulk, nuggets you find are not going to help you climb that ladder. And this has never been my favorite part of the game. I just figured that I would stream a little while with this. And I know some of my viewers don't like these kind of games, but that's okay. That's okay. I want to start get more variety, get some shooter games going. I still prefer the strategy and the building games personally. But I'm just gonna keep going through different games. I have quite a library. The only games I have that I haven't figured out how to stream or play well when streaming are driving games. And that's because when I play driving games, I give those games my full attention. And yeah, reading chat. Hey, how you doing? No, I agree. But I've read people complaining from the very beginning when they started the leaderboard. It's a bogus. It definitely is a bogus complaint. Haters are just gonna hate. That's what you mark it up to. Now I've played this game with nuggets turned off. It definitely makes it more challenging, but you know, if you want to argue about realism, you want random nuggets. That's why I really disagree with the developers when they set random nuggets as off on hard mode. I think you should be able to have everything set to hard, but leave random nuggets on, because it is realistic. Yeah, I've watched people play this game that just go to town on their cleanups. But yeah, people just get angry, especially with the leaderboard, since one person seems to always dominate. I don't have any problem with it. If you want to dominate, you just have to put the time into it. I personally, I don't care where I place on the leaderboard. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I haven't played this in months. I played this for quite a while, almost every day. But they have made changes. That's one thing I do like about this game. They continue to make changes. And the one time they put a DLC out, people complained because they thought it should be free. I thought the Frankenstein DLC was worth it. And I think some of the new stuff that they've added deserves a DLC as well, but you know, they took a pretty, I mean, they got slammed pretty hard when they did the Frankenstein DLC. I think the problem is that before the Frankenstein DLC came out, they were given, let's see, get the worker model. Yeah, oh yeah. You know, I do like how they changed their workers. In the beginning, workers weren't worth crap. I mean, you know, but now hiring a worker increases, like for the the loader, it increases the speed, and I do like the workers for the some of the equipment like switches the buckets automatically. I think the worker that, it's hard to find workers like that, but I like the one where you can have 4 buckets set up and the worker will change them out as the buckets fill up. So you can just grind. Man, I need to move. Whoops. But in the beginning, the workers, yeah, they were useless in the beginning. I do have to agree with people's assessment. Yeah, I'm a little rusty, but I do like the mobile, the light trailer that they put on, that they've added. I think they should have added a portable generator on the trailer as well. That would be nice. Maybe they will eventually. I think that's what's missing in the game. I mean, right now you have just these little, small generators, or you buy that huge generator. I think they need something more in the middle. Yeah, we already have 10 ounces. Now, how did I get gold without dirt without looking down? But I do like the seasons too. And I like certain times of year, even when you're in your big tractors, you can't dig through the dirt. But like with this kind of setup here, I think you should be able to have something to heat up the water enough, or puncture through the water to put a hose down. Well, yeah, it depends on how you set everything up, though. I mean, once you get a large mines or a large setup going, yeah, you don't want all these small trailers. The only trailers I really, well, actually that's gonna change now, but the only trailers I really had before was the fuel trailers. I would park one, for example, by each Frankenstein, and then I would tow another one behind my truck just to swap those out. Whoops. We don't want to. Oh, come on. Okay. I guess you can't. Okay, let's turn this off. Whoa, why isn't it going? Man, I really wish they would fix the loading problem. I mean, it pauses everything. Oh, yeah, I guess it would be good to put water. You know, when I set these up, this was all frozen, which was the first time. Okay. Yeah, I like these spill-proof buckets. And I'm just gonna go on this side. It's almost like I'm having to relearn this game again. Oh gosh. But I do like the lunar, I call it lunar physics with the pickup truck. Especially when you have the big fuel trailer behind you and you're going down the road and that trailer just flopping around. The physics are kind of unusual. Oh, one thing I need to do, I need to fill up my other bucket before it freezes over out here again. But yeah, you definitely cannot. Are you working towards yeah, those things are so expensive. But they're worth having, in my opinion. I remember when the Frankensteins were first introduced in the DLC, they had the fuel usage. Fuel usage was really set badly. It went through fuel like crazy. Okay, let me set this here. Let's take our foot soaker out. I don't think you want to soak your feet in this water. But yeah, I mean, when that first came out, you go through fuel very quickly. Wow. Maybe my miner's a little drunk. Okay, let me turn the sensitivity down. Okay. Discovery would have. Huh. So that you want let's see, as if Discovery would have actually had Discovery has gotten in the way of a few projects in the past, but I understand what you're saying. And actually, in the original release, I'm not sure how long you followed the game, the developer kept saying, we're not ready. And Discovery insisted, oh no, you need to have this released. We want it to be released the day that the new season of the show airs. And yeah, the developer kept saying, we're not ready. The game is not ready. Discovery said, we don't care. It's being released. So, yeah, for the first couple weeks, people were really hard on the developers. And they were always apologetic and assuring people that they would fix the problems. So I felt really bad for them. But I guess we shouldn't expect anything different from this project as opposed to other projects they were involved with. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Okay, dump the rocks. They'll disappear. So yeah, no, I agree with you. But, working with this Discovery Channel was the only way to get permission to make a game based on the show. And there was a group that was working on a game similar to this. Graphics were far superior. But then that company decided, nah, we changed our mind. It's not the kind of game we want to go with. So now the group that was doing the programming started writing code after working on the weekends. I have a friend that was one of those developers, so he would send me kind of updates on the game and let me mess with it a little bit. My understanding is that it's not going to come out anytime soon. I mean, they're working on so many projects. The only way that game has any hope of coming out is if they go out on their own and find investors to front them the money. Because, I haven't seen any. They haven't had any real updates to that game in 5-6 months now. And that happens to a lot of games, unfortunately. A lot of games, companies lose interest, so they scrap the plans, and a game that's, not quite ready just kind of goes to the wayside. Well, oh man, really? Hey, but it all stayed. Wow. That was something. I can't believe these physics in the game. The dirt stayed in the... Boy, this is really slow. I don't remember it being this slow when I played before. And I turned some of the graphics down from last time too. Okay, let's see what time it's it's after 4. So after I get all this gold, I might go into town. Go have the gold smelted. Now, that's another thing that they said they were going to bring to the game. Is right now the way the game is set up, you teach the town, you teach the guy in town that does the smelting and all that, you give him all the training. So basically, you're spending your money to train the guy to do his job better and to increase his profits. But according to the developer, they way back, I'm not sure if that's still on the planning board, but according to them, that eventually they're gonna have it where you can learn to smelt your own gold and buy the equipment you need. If that's true, that should really make it interesting. I think that's something that I know personally I would like to have added. Because a lot of the serious gold miners, they try to smelt their own gold. When you have someone else do it for you, obviously, you have to give them a percentage. And some of those, well, actually, a lot of those mining setups, you know, every dollar or every, how should I say it without making it sound like U.S. only, but every last part of your budget matters. If you have to give any of your money, well, I guess money's fine. If you have to give any of your money to someone else, that's less money you have for profits, for paying your guys, for upgrades, etc., etc. That's funny. It does that animation for a lot of dirt, and you get this single rock. Your last bucket's a single rock. Whoa. That jumped pretty bad. I don't like how jerky that is. I wonder if I'm gonna have to turn the video down even further. Okay, a single little granule of gold. Now, the first thing I do, I think if I have enough money, the first thing I like to do is I like to buy the wavetable. So if I have enough money, I'll probably buy the generator and the wavetable. Yeah, that's empty. So let's take that back out. Okay, and I'm gonna go, so next time I start mining, I'm gonna fill up both buckets. I just needed some, whoa, neighbor decided to start their engine. They have a 2019 Mustang GT. What did I do that for? There we go. And yeah, when they first got it, sounded great. Then they added third-party exhaust, which made it sound super loud. And he didn't do it this time, but he likes revving it up. What makes it bad is he likes to go out at like 2, 3 in the morning. So there's new laws that say that your car cannot be any louder than an average lawnmower, decibel wise. I'll get those notes later. Yeah, see, I don't like this. They need to fix it so the load doesn't interfere with your driving. I've been in situations where I'm almost about to lose control, like that, and it goes to a load scene, and you wreck. I mean, with the amount of memory I have, well, yeah, that was good. The amount of memory I have, you know, there's no reason why it can't load more of the map, especially the areas where you don't do anything. I think I'm gonna have to try the, I know they added something where you can kind of teleport to different areas, so I might try that. Okay, let's see if we have enough money to, no we don't, so let's Yeah, look at that. 40% of the guard price. Let's see, we have 15. I wonder how much. Oh, that won't work. Okay. Wonder why I can't use the arrow keys. Okay, I'll try that. I don't want to sell too much that way because you end up, you don't want to throw your money away. Well, great. I need a little bit more. There. Yeah, I forgot about this process in the beginning. Oh, come on. Really? Wait. Wait a minute. I thought I made more money. I have 2,200. Okay. Yeah, that. Stupid me. I thought this went all the way around to signify how much gold you have. Okay, my bad. I just wasted a lot of money. Let's see, where is that paper? You know, I think it'd be kind of cool if they moved the paper from time to time. But like I said, I haven't played in a while, so I forget where they put the paper. Is it around the car? Hello? I feel like I'm going snipe hunting. Well, I know there should be one over here somewhere. Yeah. If you don't know what snipe hunting is, then ask your parents or grandparents. They might know. They might know. I remember when I was taken out for my snipe hunting, it's like a passage that some people use as a passage to adulthood. They used to have a paper here. Oh, it is still there. It used to be over here sticking out further. So is that done? Okay. Well, it was flashing when I was over here though. Okay, let's get our gold and run. And this town is so trustworthy, we can leave our gold in the back of our truck. Or we can leave our gold over here and walk to the bank or drive in. I switch my controller out. So yeah, that's one thing I really wish they would fix. The driving part of it. But then again, it's not a driving simulator. So, okay, I forgot to check what the gold was going for. But you know, really, at this point, they can screw us over because we need the money. They could sell or offer us $2 an ounce. We need the money. We're desperate. Okay, let's go to loans. We should be able to pay off our loan. now we can take out a higher loan. Let's see, 13,000. What can we get? Let me see if I can get the equipment I need for. Okay, that was weird. I opened the door to the other side of the truck to get in. Man, it shouldn't be so choppy. I'm gonna have to reduce the graphics even further. Yeah, I'm using the same system I did before, which is a pretty good system. It should not be so choppy. Okay, let's see what we can get. So we have 13K. So I want a wavetable. I can afford that. Need a generator. Let's see if I get this right this time. Need another garden hose. And I need a power. Now, here's the question. With 13,000, I know I got the mobile wash plant. How much, before I buy that, I want to see how much that excavator is. Let's drive around with our lights off. There's no one in town to tell on us anyways. Better yet, why don't we take one of those police cars? That'd be kind of fun. Okay, I'll just stop here. Another thing that they've added to this that's kind of cool is you can rent your equipment now. So 11,000, but how much is the rental cost? I could go this route now. I could rent this. Now, I'm curious, how do we go from rent to buy later on if we want? I wonder if we have to trade this in and then come back and buy it. So we could rent this for $441 a day. That's a hard decision. Yeah, when I heard about the rental, at first I thought you could rent this out and have someone drive it for you. Look at this. No, there's no way. That's not too bad, but the big problem, we're only allowed to have one piece of machinery on our land at a time. Now, if I want to get that excavator, I'm going to have to get a fuel trailer. So, yeah, I'm going to have to switch to my controller if I start mining this way this quick. So let me see how much the fuel trailer is. Whoa. The brakes on this are shot. Okay, so how much is the fuel trailer? Obviously, you don't want to try to get an excavator in 3,800. Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy all this stuff. I'm gonna fuel up that trailer. And then I'm gonna stop by the bank and see what kind of loan we can get. Because actually, as anyone knows, if you really want to make money, you gotta start using heavy equipment. The sooner you start that, the better. And I'm also gonna see how much the large excavator costs to rent. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I remember when this truck had the wood panels up on the side higher. Kind of miss that. Not sure why they took it off. Whoops. Yeah, that's realistic. Okay, there we go. Yeah, as I'm loading up, I'm trying to figure out if it's really worth taking money out and starting excavating so soon. And I know I can start hiring people. I forget how much it costs to unlock that. I thought it was 20,000, but you were saying it was 10,000 to get started. I might not have it. Look at that. Look how choppy. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. You can't play the game. So I'll go me. I hate doing this. I really hate doing this. I went from having everything to Ultra, and then I went to Custom to turn some things down. Now I'm down to putting everything on Medium. Actually, I need to go further forward. You know, I'm wondering if I bought that light trailer, would it even fit at the to pull into the gas station? It seems pretty high. I imagine you can lower it, but it doesn't look like it can fall down. It really should be able to fall down. It just, I don't know. It looks like it looks like it'd be too high. Okay. So let's. First priority is the fuel up. Yeah, I'll go ahead and fuel this up first. Come on, really? It had to load right then and there. Oof. That's a hard hit. Might as well fuel. Now this is crumbing $10, almost $11 per gallon. And you know, what doesn't make sense about this is that a lot of our oil is found in Alaska. That said, they don't have processing plants in Alaska, so they have to ship it down south to process it, and then they have to ship it back up north again once they have to process gas. That's why it costs so much. Not sure why they can't. Okay, I'm gonna leave my truck here. So that is realistic. The prices and even the one thing I do like about this game as well is the market value of gold. Okay, let's see. It does fluctuate. $2,500. That's iffy. I'm not sure about that. 2,500. The question is, will I make that in gold? Whereas suppose if I get the small one for now and trade it in later, I think I might go for that. Now, total cost. I'm assuming that doing that, we're never gonna be able to own it. So I'm assuming it's not a rent to own type deal. Okay, we'll order that. Yes, I know. Now we'll go to the next window and my have I selected 1,500. So I'm almost out of money now. So here's the question. Yeah, $59. Here's the question. Do I take out a loan or do I just start mining? Actually, I'm gonna need money for the end of the day because we're not even at midnight yet. They're gonna be wanting their money soon. Oh wow. Let's see. First of all, see we can go 9,000 this time. But look at the daily payments. That might not be bad. We can pay it off early. I really wish they would fix the interest. It shows 147, but once you take the loan, it reduces it. But yeah, the way the market works in this game is very realistic. I mean, how it fluctuates right here, that's exactly how it does in the real world. It can change from hour to hour, and it does. It shows the change hour to hour, and in the real market, it does change throughout the day. I'm not sure if it changes by the hour, but I do know that various times during the day it'll change. And now it's all based on who's buying, how much they're buying, and who's selling and how much they're selling. I mean, there's a lot of other aspects to it, but that's the basics. Okay, so I'm going to take out a $9,000 loan. I'm going to go for the 24-month plan. Take out the loan. Yeah, see, now it's showing 21%. Okay, so we have a little breathing room. We're going to run out of fuel pretty quickly. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need additional equipment. I'm gonna need at least another hose. And I'm gonna need a splitter too. Okay, we'll go around this way. So, come on. Okay, so I'll buy this. And I'll need no, not that one. I need this. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully that's it. And I'll obviously have to pause and set up my controller. Okay. After I get the area set. Oh wait. You know what I didn't do? Darn it. Let me get this. Yeah, I'm sure someone was thinking, hey, you forgot something. Let's go ahead and set this up. Oh man, that hurts. We're gonna be in the negative. I probably should have waited. Now, since we cannot tow a number of things at one time, we'll go to our camp and set all this stuff up, and then I'll have to come back and get that. I forget how much in the red you can go. I forget how many days. Or is it at midnight if you're in the negative, they end game. I might have done things a little too quickly. Yeah, see, that trailer's bouncing around like there's no gravity. And you have to know that that trailer is very heavy. But yet in the game it's just bouncing around like it's helium. Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about story mode right now. I'm worried about running out of money and ending the game prematurely. It would be the first time. I've never ended the game bankrupt. I always play conservatively, but this time I'm taking a gamble. Okay, so we're gonna set things up down here. And of course, we might not be able to do much. That looks frozen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna have to lock her up right there. Actually, let me turn off the engine for now. Now, my apologies for the nighttime streaming. I generally don't like streaming in the dark because it's hard for people to see. But that can't be helped. I'm I'm gonna have to set this up here. I'll put this here. Okay, what can go? Oh, come on, really? I hope I have everything I need. Come midnight, I won't have money to buy anything. So, hopefully I got everything I need. You know what? I don't have everything I need. I need a blue power. Crap. Wait, where'd it go? Come on, pick up the... Another thing I wish the developer would add is the ability to pick up multiple things at one time. It seems a little ridiculous that you can't... It seems ridiculous that you cannot pick up more than one thing at a time, especially when it comes to like a hose and stuff like that. Okay, I'm just gonna try to, instead of driving the truck around. Okay. So. We're gonna go right through the tree. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pull this a little snug. Basically what I do is I'm gonna pull this as far up this way as I can. Let's make sure what direction I'm going the wrong way. Crap. Before you would, sorry, can't talk today. In the early days of the game, you could manipulate these hoses and stretch them almost across the map by doing what I'm doing here. Let's try to get that out of the fire. There we go. Yeah, I remember taking the hose halfway across the map. Okay, let's see. Now, even manipulating it as much as he can won't help at all. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get this straight as I can. Probably not doing it the best way. Okay, so I'm gonna get the pump. Okay, let's get the pump. I wonder if I can just put it up here. Now the downside of doing it this way, and let's see if we can actually get water to it this way, because now the hoses do have a limit to how far actually the pumps have limits to how far they can pump water, which is, I think it's a really nice add-on. Okay, so, okay, it is green. It's kind of snug, but that's okay. Okay, let's grab our other hose. Let's see how far we can take it this way. Okay. let's see if we can get down here. Oh, did we lose it? Yeah, we lost it. And these things act like bungee cords. I call them my bungee cords because they'll snap back pretty harshly too. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Let's see. Can we go this way at all? I want to try to get this. Don't want to waste too much time doing this either, to be honest. Okay, what? Stretch at least to here. Okay, that's good enough. So now we'll get our... Yeah, I better get back to the shop and order that last part I need. Where's the hose? I'll probably have to set it right here for now. Not the best setup. Now, is it gonna reach over here? Oh, come on. No. Okay, let's see. We'll set this up here. There we go. This should reach. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get those, that other plug before midnight comes. Hopefully I don't need anything else. Yeah, I might have to turn off the brake. And we're not going to have the luxury of bringing a drill onto the site. You know, yeah, good job, man, really. I guess what I could have done, I could have continued mining over on the with a shovel just to get a little extra cash in. Okay, so let's go race and get that power cable and pick up our trailer. Ooh, come on. Hurry up, my friend. Wow, it is quite slippery. All over the road. Or as someone I used to watch used to say, oh, over the road. Good job. So the, they said da, D-A. Okay, let's get out. Let's buy that hose reel, or buy that. Hopefully no one's motion sick. Buy the blue. Come on. Okay, high voltage. Get over here and buy it. Okay. So now if we go bankrupt, I hope we have everything we need. If not, then we are... Well, if not, then I'll just have to go back to the shovel. Worst case scenario. Okay, let's hook up to our And you know what makes it interesting is everyone has their own way of mining in this game. Come on. There we go. I find that interesting. I've watched people play this game, and not many people stream it anymore, sadly. But over the time, then everyone has their own style, and there's really no right or wrong way. There's ways of doing it, of setting everything up that bring profits in faster. Man, this is wild. But there's no real set right and wrong way to mine. So if we don't have everything we need, boy, that trailer's pulling my truck. That's what I like about games like this. There's no set. This is how you have to do it. I mean, there is an exception. There's only one way you can set up the big mine and the tier 3 mine, which I wish they would add the ability to set up the tier 3 plant anywhere on the property, move it around. There are ways of doing that, just they choose not to for their own reasons. Okay, let's get this set up. Wow. Okay. Well, we might not. Okay, good. We have this whole thing changed. That's weird. At midnight, the frost went away. Okay, so where should we start mining? I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set everything up fairly close to camp. This is gonna be our camp right here. Okay, that was kind of weird. Okay, so let's get that down. Now, one interesting thing about this game, let me just get this, okay, there we go, is once you connect something, even a bucket, once you connect anything to equipment, it locks it in place. Okay, I'm gonna need this. I should have brought I knew I forgot something. Darn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to set this over here because I'm gonna need to move that fuel tank, I think. Bummer. Yeah, I didn't put that fuel trailer in a great spot, did I? Okay, so as soon as we connect anything to that trailer, it's gonna make it very difficult to move, which is a good thing. So basically locks it in. Okay. Let's grab a hose. So we just need a bucket for that. Okay, let's see. I want to turn this around. Face it. Let's see. Where's that trailer? Okay, I should be able to get it through. There we go. Now later on, I generally connect my cleanup equipment to a different generator. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so I just need to bring the buckets, stuff like that. I'll just use the truck, get as close as I can. Yeah, didn't see that fence. Okay, that's weird how those lights just went off. Okay. That should be good. Okay, so we are gonna need, you know, it kind of stinks that you have to do all this. Let's see. Actually, this can go over on this side. And I believe we need to dump these buckets, don't we? We can't have water in them. So, only way I know to dump these is do it this way. This guy must drag his feet because he can't even step over something as simple as this here. Okay, let's dump this. Okay, where is that hose? Okay, here we go. Yeah, when you leave it connected, it's easier to spot it. That's why I didn't completely disconnect it earlier. Okay, let's go hook this up. We'll hook this up and we'll pull that trailer, the fuel trailer. It's gonna need to fuel up our excavator, so really didn't put it in a good spot. Okay. Actually, I wonder if I should just pull this forward and then connect everything. Yeah, I'll just move this over here. There we go. Okay, so we need, now one tip. When you go to hook up your wavetable, you don't want to leave this connected. The reason why is if you leave this connected, you're going to be replacing this water jet constantly. So I always unplug this. And you know, but when they first came out with this wavetable, This valve here actually worked. You could turn it on and off. Why they took that feature away is beyond my comprehension. I have no idea. Oh no. Now we have to search. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't like when that happens. Okay, so we'll lay it there. That's set up. Let's see. We need some buckets. And once you hire people to work on this, you'll see additional highlighted areas for 3 more buckets. Okay, so I'm gonna take, let's see, I believe I brought yeah. I'm gonna take this jerry can up to this pump. The only thing I don't like about this setup right here is I have to walk all the way up here to turn on the water pump. But I'm gonna test this real quickly. Let's see if we actually get okay, let's see if it all works. Okay, 16 gallons per minute, doing well. And another wavetable will work. Not gonna test that right now. Okay, let's turn this all off. I'll have to take a small break while I get my controller out. Oh man, I didn't. Wait, why didn't it show the button? Oh, that's weird. Back here it didn't. Yeah, look. Back there it didn't show the button. Okay, that's just weird. Top off the tank. I'll just leave it there. Okay, so where shall I? Wow, it's really coming down. Where should we put this trailer? Okay, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna drive this. For now, we'll just park it here. And I'm not gonna be able to stream much more in this darkness. I mean, it's really gotten dark. Let's see if we can take this excavator over there without my controller. Now, one time I tried to drive the excavator without a controller. One of my tracks broke. Okay, let me see. I need to raise the boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just want to take this. Wow. I can't see crap. I hope I'm going the right way. Okay, I see something out there. Boy, I don't remember visibility being this much of an issue. Okay, wait. Turn on the lights. My lights are on. I got high beams on. Maybe I need to move the arm down. Like I said, I still need to get my controller out. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay, I see that. Yeah, I've got high beams on. This is crazy. Okay, so. Yeah, I know. I don't remember it ever being this dark. I mean, it's wild. And I've played this game a lot. Out here, it doesn't seem that dark. Look. But when I get in there, let's see, can I jump in while it's... Yeah, look, I get in here, it's a completely... Yeah, I might have to. But we can't mine. The thing is, we can't mine right now because it's all frozen over. So, what I'm gonna do... Whoops. Okay, we got our fuel. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna leave this all parked here. I'm gonna go until morning. And then I'll pause the game and go get my controller out of the drawer. It's all charged up, should be ready to go. So, wait. What time is it? 3, we'll go for 4 hours. Guess I could have went till dawn. Okay, there we go. Boy, that's terrible. The redraw is terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna go set up, get my controller up. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I had to reset my wheelchair too. Oh yeah, there's no way. I know they've added easier control with the mouse, but yeah, there's no way. I tried it once. Okay, let's see if I can remember the controls. Okay, there's the lights. Okay. Oh wow. Really? No, I know I had this set up properly. I haven't changed any of the controls. Okay, let's... Oh, you know what this doesn't seem to have? I need to see if this has the, I need to see if this has the... Yeah, it did reset the controls, darn it. Let's see, operate mode. Yeah, it doesn't have the ground indicator. Let's see, next camera right. Let me see something. Okay, I'm gonna see if this will reach. Okay, this will reach here. Okay, you know, might help if I turn on. I forgot to do something. I forgot to turn everything on. Yeah, I don't know if I can turn the digger on. I might be able to. Let's see. Where are you? Where's the digger? No, it's grayed out. Wow. Okay. Well, it'll make it more challenging, but I just need to take time to reacquaint myself. Okay, is that on? The problem I have with the controller, well, I need to adjust the sensitivity. Well, I have it on leaderboard just to try it out. Okay, that's on. Okay, she is operational. Yeah, I know. Boy, it's been too long. Okay, let's turn the engine on. Let's get digging. Time to chomp down. Get some food. Problem is, I don't want to waste. Okay, it's time to feed the beast. Yeah, and we're not going to be doing much feeding with this. Maybe I shouldn't have went to leaderboard. There we go. Now, I remember when the game first came out, well, it was in beta still. And they allowed us to deal with the Talon, the rocks that came out of the plant. You had to actually move those, but people complained that it was they couldn't play the game. It was making the game unplayable. I personally missed that. Some people actually would mine the Talons and get some gold, but I thought it brought a lot more realism to the game. Whoa. Jumpy. So the only thing I don't know how to do is once I want to upgrade, do I drive this into the area and sell it? I'm assuming I do, and that removes the rental. Wow. Boy, this leaderboard seems easier than, I'm assuming I'm hitting the... This is getting a little bit too unrealistic in my opinion. Of course, I assume you could say, each season only has 10 days, so each day is probably, a week or two? Something like that. So, it depends on how many large nuggets we get in each day, as if it's realistic or not. Okay, are we stuck? Yeah, we were stuck. And I really prefer realism. Yeah, look we're getting big nuggets every bucket. But if I remember correctly, when you switch equipment, sometimes it could take 10 bucketfuls before it kind of slows down. Unfortunately, I haven't been counting. Yeah, those people who use the excavator with the mouse and keyboard, you have my respect. Well, I almost forgot how relaxing. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this is settled down. I've almost forgotten how relaxing digging can be. It's not difficult. This is by no means a difficult game. Until I kind of got a little burnt out on this game, I would play it during the evening just to unwind for the day. I've got a couple of 1,000 hours in this game, But yeah, I put it away for a while. I know some people have many more thousands of hours in the game than I do, but I like to change it up. I think it's always fun to go back to some of the old games, kind of, you know, start from scratch with them. Wow, already got 21 ounces. Yeah, I really wish they would fix that loading or saving. It messes up the flow of the game. And they never did fix the program to run smoothly. I have a strong enough video card and the CPU. This should be running smooth as silk. But like I said, at least they are working to add things to the game, fix some bugs. I'm gonna have to think about buying that water tank soon. Because when the weather gets really cold, we're gonna run out of water. Yeah, we have to switch up to the larger excavator. This thing does not hoard a lot. Now, which one is the... Yeah. Whoa, that was a little odd. Yeah, it is annoying, and I know there's a way they could fix that issue. I'm already here. It shouldn't have to load anything. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't regret. I bought it the day it was released. I messed around with the beta, but yeah, I bought it the day it was released. I bought the DLC the day it was released. I don't regret it. And now it's even a better deal. And the fact that they still support the game, gosh, we're 3 or 4 months from the 2 year mark. The fact that they still support the game and continue to work on it, yeah, it's a no-brainer. I kind of wish that they would add this kind of physics and model in like the construction games. The construction games, the tractors and the digging, yeah, you could do a lot. It would be more enjoyable if it had this kind of feel. No, all they need in this now is that machine. I wish that they would. What is that piece of equipment? The dredge, I think. You kind of get it floating on water, and it digs into the dirt. It's slow, but it doesn't take much to run, and it still finds a lot of gold. I know in the Gold Rush, the show, Tony beats. Um, admittedly, I haven't watched the show. I don't know if he got his second dredge going, but the first stretch was iffy. Everyone was laughing. It's like, oh, that's not going to make you much money. So it'd be kind of cool. I know the only issue of adding a dredge to this game is this game doesn't have water physics. But I'm sure there's a way around that. They could just have it require that you flood an area and just have it sit in the water. They don't have to they don't have to make it look like it's floating around on the water. Just have it sitting in water. I think that would be enough to please most. You can never please everyone, but you can aim to please the majority. But yeah, having a dredge, of course, that would, the downside of a dredge is like, what enjoyment would you really get from, running a dredge? I mean, it doesn't really take a lot of attention, to be honest. All you're doing with a dredge is moving that arm back and forward and lowering it when you need to. So there's that part of the argument. But I do know that the developer said that they were eventually going to add the ability for people to mod the game. I know that's part of the roadmap. Now, if they do that, hopefully, the mod community would really add a lot. Unfortunately, the downside to mods is you always get the stupid, the ridiculous mods that, hoard. God, I could see an excavator that hoards like a whole well, there's two. I think the underwater divers you talk about. Yeah, the old school way that they used to mine for gold up in the northern parts through the 60s and 70s. Yeah, the other ones where you go underwater, yeah, I've seen those on a show. That doesn't look as, uh-oh, I think we're starting to lose. Why is it getting dark? It's gonna start snowing, isn't it? Scumbag game. Yeah, there was a show that showed underwater mining. Now I'm talking about the things they use that they would have to flood an area of the land. And they'd have a big, they had all these buckets attached together in a line, and it would constantly spin, taking dirt and bringing it up to the processing part of the plant. I thought it was called a dredge. Now I know the dredges you're talking about, the ones where you put them on boats and stuff like that. But this is granddaddy. Okay, wait. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, well, there's a guy in the Klondike that's an old miner. He's been on the show Gold Rush, and he bought. Okay, why isn't this process? Because we're okay. The water is frozen. I think the water is frozen over. Yeah, it is. Crap. So let me turn off. Whoa. I think I need to adjust the sensitivity of this. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a good 5 months since I've played this. Yeah, I was saying, why isn't that thing emptying? It's like, oh yeah, the water froze up. But yeah, anyways, the guy bought an old dredge and moved it. He had to take it completely apart and move it. And the other miners were kind of laughing and like, oh, you're wasting your money. But it turned out to be a wise investment. He made his money back and then some within um, 2 seasons. And it only takes 1 or 2 people working on it to operate it. I wonder if I should go ahead and take, instead of just sitting around, wonder if I should just take that, the gold, and process it. We have almost 30 ounces. I think I might do just that. I hate the downtime. Okay, let's see. Whoops. No, don't want to do that. There we go. Yeah, I need to adjust this. Too close, come on. I wonder if I should just take this into town with me. I know it's not empty, but we're gonna have to refuel it anyways. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to Alaska. I mean, from what I've seen in pictures and on TV, beautiful country. I mean, it's a beautiful country area. If you're the type that doesn't want to be around people, there's plenty of places to go. But I do know, despite what some people think, a lot of people think, oh, Alaska, they don't have a lot of things. There's a lot of technology in Alaska, but it's hard to come by. It's not like you can just go down to the store and, buy replacements. And the way I look at Alaska is a choice. It's you really have to, want. You really have to want that lifestyle. And yeah, 'cause it's not that easy. if a computer breaks down, unless you're in one of the bigger cities, might be months. Whoops. Yeah, I need to take this turn. Might be months before you get replacement parts. But that said, if you like the wilderness and all that, um, you know, there's a lot to do. Go out hunting, go hiking, do all that kind of stuff. Turn off the computer and get outside. Around here, I live in the city, Central Valley, California. Yeah, going outside, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. People are kind of, excuse me. People are not the friendliest. But yet you go to the town 50 miles down the road and they're quite a bit nicer. Okay. How much am I gonna have to sell an ore? Oh wow. Oh, I imagine so. If I was physically capable, um, I think that kind of lifestyle is really appealing to me. My wife, not so much. It's like, why do you want to live that way? It's like, why not? I tell my wife, it's like, well, think of it this way. Let's see. Yeah. No, I agree. I tell my wife this, as I think of it this way: if the economy crashes and and there's nothing, you can't go to the store any longer, buy food. People out in the that are used to the lifestyle, they're not going to see a fraction as much of a change in their life as those in the lower 48. And plus, to me, there's something to be said about being able to support yourself by living off the land. And it's, like I said, it's such a beautiful, beautiful land. I'd have to get one of those 4-wheel drive wheelchairs. It'd be worth it to me though, and I always tell my wife too, she said, well, it's so cold. I said, yeah, but you can dress for the cold, you can't dress for the heat. Yeah, no, exactly, my point. It's like there's so much, there's so many ways that you can support yourself, not rely on anyone else. The barter system, yeah, I was talking about that. The barter system is non-existent in most of the lower 48. If you go to someone and say, well, I can't pay you this, but I can offer you this or this, they look at you like you're some kind of alien. It's like, really? It's like, what I just offered you is worth more than the money that you're asking. Now, I don't care. It's like, okay. Now we're just waiting for that 5.1 ounces to be, and we can eventually, I'll go on here and show it, we can eventually upgrade the time it takes, the cost, the amount of lost gold. Right now, for every 20 ounces, we lose 2, because the guy's an idiot. And you can maximum, so you can increase this um, to have it smelt more than 20 ounces of gold each time. But you need the magnetite, which we'll have to get into at a later time. But yeah, the barter system and all that appeals to me. I mean, it really does. I think my wife is really happy in that. For that reason, she's happy that I'm disabled, need a powered wheelchair to go around, because she knows, well, he won't be moving up there. He can't. But, we always joke around. But no, seriously, if I could, I would have moved up there in a heartbeat years ago. Oh man, my brake is bound to the wrong button. I'll just use the handbrake. Okay, let's go. Yeah, see, we don't have to worry about where we park either. And no, I know that Alaskan towns are not this vacant. I mean, this is ridiculous. There's no one to be seen. Okay, so. Wait, what was the stock? Ooh, look, if we would have came earlier. Look how high it was, and it's down to 12.20. And we have no choice. Now wait, I highlighted this gold first. Why didn't it sell this one? It automatically sold the one with more. Okay, let me see. How much is our loan? I could pay off my loan. I could pay off the loan. It wouldn't leave me with a lot, but no, oh, it is expensive. You're so right. It's almost like, it would be like living in a place like Hawaii. Everything costs so much more because everything has to be shipped in. And, things being delivered isn't just driving a truck. Driving on the road a couple hours and, okay, it's here. It's got to be flown in, or more times than not, it's shipped in. Then it goes onto a train or airplane, usually train. So yeah, if you want to build a home or something, you have to plan. I think it's almost about a year at least, just planning, ordering the things you need, waiting for them to come up north. Or you can do it like a lot of people that live there for generations. Just use the things around you. Build your home that way. But, I kind of sad to say this, but I'm at my happiest when I'm not around a lot of people. I don't. Well, yeah. Let's get in. Let's get inside the truck while holding the. Let's see how far this will stretch. We'll drive all the way back to our camp. Yeah, I hate to say this, but people, at least around here, are idiots. They don't even think anymore. It annoys me. So I'm at my happiest when I'm just with a few friends, you know, going. I love camping, even though it's difficult. I just like getting away from people. And that's something, yeah, all these people that have to socialize, have to go to parties, that would be kind of funny to run an experiment. Take the whole group, put them in Alaska on different parts of the state, and see how they do. I mean, I know Alaska has problems of its own. There's a huge alcohol problem, especially during the long days without much sun at all up north. Depression is something that runs pretty high as well, because in large because of what I just mentioned. And also, yeah, it's one thing that really gets me is my wife and I can't go anywhere, restaurant, even a movie, without people just their nose face down in their damn phone. I mean, there'll be a movie on. Yeah, the meth too. Wait, why is that? Oh, that looked red. The temperature hasn't gone back up. That's not good. Yeah, sadly, the drug issue is bad. That's an understatement. But here's the problem that I have with these. Okay, no brakes on the trailer. Okay. All these shows that supposedly show life in Alaska, you know, all these people living in Alaska, they don't really show the viewers the full, you know, true aspect, you know, the big picture, so to speak. Man, this temperature's not coming up. It's still at 25. So, you know, you got all these people thinking, oh, okay, that sounds like fun. Wait, why can I add more time? Really? Do I need to? Okay, that's weird. You can't use the controller. Well, that's okay. We'll just sleep for an hour. Okay, now it's back up. Ooh, that reddish. Okay, let's give it another go. But yeah, I think these reality shows, as they want to call themselves, I think they're making the problem. Wait. I think they're making the problem a lot bigger. It is on, isn't it? Because the problem is people see all this great living in Alaska, from what the TV shows, and they say, oh, I want to do that. Yeah, look at this, isn't even underwater yet. Hey, that's a good position. Yeah, I can live with that. And I know a number of people who live in not only Alaska, but parts of the country that are separate from, boy, what is going on? Separate from a lot of society. And it's hard. It's not easy. Okay, wait, why don't we have water? Okay, now we do. You know what? I might need to fill that generator up. Man, I hate controlling this. I'm so used to a mouse. I know I could switch between mouse and... I was thinking that too. It's like I can only imagine the problems. I mean, it's sad. And then the people say, well, it seemed a lot easier on TV. Well, everything seems easy on TV. Whoops. But through some of those shows, this might sound a little weird, but through some of those shows I can kind of, in a small way, kind of live the life that I can't live through their eyes, in a small, very small way. I like the Below Zero series, where it shows all these people that basically they don't have much contact, if any, with the outside world. Now if that's really true, the only thing I keep thinking of when I watch those shows, okay, well, if these people supposedly have chosen lives where they don't have contact with the outside world, how are they really dealing with the cameras and all the crew surrounding them for long periods of time? If I was that type of person, within hours, I'd be telling the crew, get the heck off my property, get away from me, go elsewhere. I don't think I could go through hours and hours of having that camera follow me. So, that's kind of weird in itself. I wouldn't want cameras around me anyways, even though I live in a city. My advocacy work, I have journalists and stuff like that always asking, oh, can we get an interview? It's like, no. I don't care to be on TV or in the newspaper. Newspapers are the worst. I mean, you can edit video to a certain point, but newspapers, they can make, they have an easier time making it look like you said something that you didn't. we have a rule in our house. We don't watch the news first thing in the morning. It's too depressing. We have a show like A Great Day. It's all up, you know, they're all happy and all that. Well, yeah, that's. I'm sure I would, but if someone can afford, I mean, it's if someone can afford to pay someone that, then that's fine. But it's the ones that decide, hey, I'm gonna stay. You know, but yeah, I mean, I think it's great that there's guides up there that you know kind of help people in a way um, live out some of their bucket list, so to speak. I see no problem with making money off of helping people in that way. It's a win-win. But when those people decide to stay after, it's a catch-22 with that kind of situation. Because some of those people that pay thousands of dollars a week to have a guide, help them camp and all that stuff, then some of those people get it in their mind, hey, I made it through those weeks. I can make it in Alaska now. I'm gonna sell everything and move up there. Get myself some property and live off the land. Then they do that, they go bankrupt, move in. I think, oh man, I can't hunt anything. It runs away when it hears me. Well, it's not supposed to hear you. That's when it gets, but yeah, as long as the people that are going up there, don't go nuts saying, hey, I can make it now. As long as they're just saying, hey, I just want 2 weeks of being away from society, I'm gonna pay this guy to help me enjoy myself a little better. More power to them. But human behavior doesn't always work out that way. My major is behavioral psychology. In college, I counsel people. Not only am I an advocate for disabled, those are disabilities, but I do counsel people, and I observe people very closely. And yeah, it's hard to gauge how everyone's going to react to any given situation. Okay, I would say that's fall. Another bucket's not gonna really make a difference. Okay, you know what? I need to learn. Actually, I'm okay now. Eventually, I need to learn to turn my bucket the other way. Okay, actually, I need to turn this off. Can I turn on the light? Thank you. Okay, I just want to start processing some more gold. We'll set this over here. Now, I know they have changed this a lot. At one point, you were able to get a lot of gold of just a bucket here. But man, I hate the sensitivity. I need to adjust that before I stream this again. Seems like it reset my controls. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we only had, what, 48, 49%? Go put this back. Okay. What do we end up with gold-wise? I think usually you get like between 2.5 to 4.5, 5. I think is usually what you get. Okay, so we'll turn this off. Man, yeah, this is way too sensitive for my taste. Okay, wind this. There we go. Turn it off. But yeah, throughout my past, my happiest times in life were being out, away from people, out in the wilderness. I know it's not the same as living out in the wilderness. Visiting the wilderness and living in the wilderness are two completely different issues. Okay, so, well, I wonder, let's keep going. Actually, why did I turn that off? I'll probably mine a little bit. What time is it? I'll probably stream this a little longer. But, I mean, I think what helps is I believe in hard work, and unlike a lot of people with disabilities who I've run into a lot of people with disabilities that use their disability as an excuse not to do anything. I mean, I refused, even going through college, I refused any kind of funding. I could have had my college education paid for. I refused that. I worked while I went to school. And, oh man, it is getting dark. So, a good work ethic. You can't be afraid of work. A lot of people seem to be afraid of work. But if you're gonna survive outside of cities, you need to have a good work ethic. Oh man, I'm running low on food. Yeah, I need to hire some people. This thing is slow, and I remember after you hire people, it increases the speed. But yeah, there's always people. Well, you don't have to do that. There's people that help. It's like, why do I want to have someone do that for me? One thing I don't like is a lot of downtime. I need to keep busy somehow. So here's a question that I always ask myself, and it's impossible to answer. Do I get my work ethic from my disability, or is it something that I would have regardless? So if I were able-bodied, would I want to or be willing to work as hard as I do? And that's impossible to answer because, we become the person we are through experiences. I like to think I'd be the same person, but somehow I think if I hadn't, gotten this disability so early in life, I would be another type of person altogether. So I never feel sorry for myself for the disability or wish things would be different. But yeah, I'm always wondering, it's like, would I be the same person? Probably not. It seems like my bucket's a little low. I don't think I'm hitting that, but it seems like I'm getting resistance. That was a little iffy. Yeah, you know what? I need to trade this in for the larger excavator. This is like, I might as well be out here with a shovel. I think I'm gonna do that. This is ridiculous. Let me see, where is the... Wait, where's my drive? I can't... Man, I'm... Okay, I guess I'm... Okay, let me see. Oops, I'm gonna run into my... This thing seems gutless to me. It really does. It doesn't, it seems like it should have more power. Let me get back in this view. And I know I've read the forums for so long, people have been saying that they need to add more power to the drivetrain on these. But these things, I know a number of people who work with excavators daily, and they've kind of messed around with this, and yeah, they say that this doesn't operate even close to a regular machine. But even though I point out a lot of faults with this, it's still a good game. I wouldn't spend thousands of hours on something I didn't enjoy. Well, I might. Maybe if I like to punish myself. So I'd like to thank everyone who has stopped in and checked out the channel. Like I said early on, this is actually the first game I played when I started streaming. It was a point where I was literally addicted to this. I can't stand the front loader. The front loader drives like crap. But the excavator, once you get it going, it's fast. But when you're trying to turn, it's according to the people that I've had over and showed this to, they said it doesn't turn like the ones that they use. Okay, so I'm gonna go rent the other. So I mean that's all I can base it on. Obviously, I'm not gonna get into an excavator. They'd have to have one big, huge Hoyer lift to get me into an excavator. Not to mention all the damage I could do. Say, oops, I didn't see you there. Oh, I didn't know you didn't want that house torn down. I'm sorry. Not really, but it's the right thing to say. That would be kind of cool. One thing I do want to do before I get too much older is to fly a plane. Since I was my parents weren't too supportive, and even my parents said, nah, you will never be able to fly a plane. So when people tell me I can't do something, I make it happen. I keep telling my wife to tell me that I can't win the lottery. I'm trying to convince her by telling me I can't win the lottery. Now, yeah, that's what they did tell me. You can't turn it on a dime. But when you're going forward, you can turn like a 45-degree turn while going forward faster than this. But yeah, this one spins on its own axis. That's very difficult from what I understand. Okay, we need to buy. Oh, do we have enough money? Yeah, I think we do. I guess we can pull in here. But, regardless, it is a great game. I do know some people have actually taken two regular joysticks and set them up so they could run the excavator kind of like you would in real life, which I think is really cool. Okay, the rental. So we want to rent this. We want to rent this. Damn it, rent us. Rent. It won't let me rent it. So much for the controller being able to do more. Okay. Yes, we'll order you. Now we have to send it to our yard. It's kind of weird. This doesn't. There we go. Move your machine and order 1,500. Okay, now we're almost broke again. We're a true American. We're not happy unless we owe someone lots of money. Until we bought this house we now own last year. Oh, wow. Really? We didn't owe anyone anything. Had our van paid off, didn't owe anything on credit cards. I have a big thing of I don't like owing people money. So even though it's a year later, I'm still having troubles accepting that I owe someone money. But that's my problem. That's my hang up. Anytime we use a card, there's a rule. If we can't pay it off in the next month or 2 months at the most, then we don't need what we want to buy. So yeah, owning a home is a new ball game altogether. Okay, so now we need to fuel up. Hopefully I have enough fuel. But yeah, oh man, did I leave the pump on? Oh, nice driving. I think I need to adjust my controller. Did I leave the pump on? It's just like when you go on a trip. Did I leave the stove on? Or okay, let me go park this and. Uh-oh, I see red. Oh, that's no. I meant to do that. Is that sliding downhill? Okay, just go with it. There we go. Yeah, I think, did I turn this stuff off? No, I didn't. Crap. Man, this is ridiculous. This is way too sensitive for my dexterity. Okay, that's off. Turn this one off and then grab that excavator. We need to bring in some money. There's no way of telling if this one's on. Yeah, it is on. My disadvantage is since I can't put a headphones on or anything, I have to have my volume down pretty far. So I can't hear what's going on in the game too well. So it's a slight disadvantage, but hey, we do what we have to do. Okay, let's get the big boy. Okay, looks good. Let's see. Yeah, there's the view we want. Lights. Yeah, see, it shouldn't really. I mean, I know you can do this, but this takes a lot. Seems like that front arm is a little low. Yeah, it shouldn't drive like that. Actually, we need to have this down to see. Let me see, is it? Okay, there we go. So let's go fuel this up and do a little mining before we lose. Before we lose the water to the ice. Now there is another game coming out based on Alaska. Actually, this is Klondike, but it's Alaskan truck. I think it's Alaskan truck drivers, kind of ice road truckers. And that's a game I'm looking forward to trying. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the light on. Okay, let's fuel this up. So some of the videos in that game look interesting, but I'm wondering if it's like some of those movies that you see. There's all these movies out that they show the best part of the movie in the trailer, and then you go watch the movie, and the best parts you watched in the movie were what you saw in the trailer. Speaking of movies, anyone else bothered that all the movies seem to be rehashing old stories, just new people? I mean, it kind of be, no offense to those of Alzheimer's and dementia, but movies might be better if I didn't remember the movies prior to that. Okay, I think I'm going to have to move over, which means I might have to strong arm, so to speak, this fuel. I was thinking, I wonder if I could put one of these fuel trailers lifted up onto the back of my excavator and pull, kind of have it with me at all times. Okay, so how far forward do I need to go? I mean, I might try that sometime off stream. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Okay, so that's not a good view. Okay, let me see if actually first. I'm not sure what it's gonna show, to be honest, but right now, okay, wait, why? Is that just a bad view? Okay, there we go. Let me see if I line up with that. Good job. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna try getting some dirt. But yeah, I'm not sure about that game. When it seems interesting to a certain point, but like I said, are they just showing the best parts in the video just to sell the game? Let's see how full. Yeah, see, that gets it a lot fuller. Yeah, I like the American and Euro Truck simulators. I play those quite often. I have a steering wheel and have the throttle. It's kind of funny. People come over and say, "Why is your throttle, your brake and gas on the table?" And after I give them a weird look, like, really, you need to ask? I tell them, well, I can't use my legs to drive, so I have to try using my hands. So no iRacing for me, because without the clutch, not going to be that competitive. Okay, so let's go ahead and yeah, this is getting dark. Let's go ahead and process some of this before the water gets freezing again. So it seems like they've changed this so the water freezes 2 times a day. Now, last time I played, it froze in like early morning. And now it freezes mid-morning and early morning, which I'm not sure if that's very realistic. I mean, I don't live in Alaska, but or the Klondike or anywhere. I don't live up north. I'll just say it that way. I don't live up north, but I find it hard to believe that yeah. Well, that that's what I try to do, but you still don't get enough. You're still at a disadvantage to those who use manual transmissions. So I stay away from iRacing because I mean that is a paid service, and I don't want to ruin the fun for other people. Because I might qualify well, but then I get a crappy start and back up the whole field. I just can't do that. I might do that in like um, F1. I've been messing around with F1 2019 lately, but yeah, I just can't go onto a pay to play service like iRace and then ruin the fun for everyone else. I tried it at my friend's house once. He let me, basically he put his throttle and everything on the table, set it up real nice. I mean, it was cool. But yeah, when I went to start, backed up to four or five um, lines behind me. I qualified well. So I just don't want to do that. I go by the belief is, I know it's an old saying, but don't do unto others as you would, or do unto others as you'd want done unto you. So I wouldn't want to go into a game, and have someone ruin my fun. So I won't do it to others. I know there's a lot of people that get great joy, which is kind of sad. They get their entertainment by ruining the fun for others. Is that keeping? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So hopefully this pays for itself. You gotta spend money to make money. I probably could have went a couple more days with a shovel, but why? I don't like the shovel. I don't like the dark. Too bad you can't set it where it stays light all the time. Kind of like city skylines. I might have to set the gamma up on this. Let me see if I can. Wrong side. Yeah, 'cause that's bothering me too. Let's see. Actually, that might be under game. What? No. Wait, it should be under here. I'm gonna just max this back out like I had it before. Apply. Yeah, where is I thought there was gamma settings in this. have to do that in the OBS. I have a better idea. For now, I'm just gonna go today. I'll just turn off everything and come back in the morning. Just call me the drunken streamer. I mean, it is kind of a joke. Those with CP, that's one joke we hear so often. It's like, I got pulled over by the police and got accused of being drunk. It's like, really? You couldn't think of a better joke? Okay, let's go sleep. I don't like the fact that you have to go back to the mouse to choose your hours of sleep. Actually, I'll just go to dawn. I could have did that without it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll go just a little longer, then I'm gonna have to end the stream. The body requires nourishment at times. You know, it's funny. Whoops. No, I'm doing the right thing. Knew this young lady years ago who would never eat anything really nice. You know, she wouldn't go out to a nice restaurant or anything because she said, and I quote, "Why spend money for food? A, oh crap, what the hell? Did I get robbed? I didn't see that. I didn't even pay attention to that pop-up. Oh man. I should have paid attention to that pop-up. Did they repossess? Or was the rental for one day? Oh man. My excavator's gone. It was right there. They took it. Yeah, and I didn't see I didn't even see, even bother to read what it said. I just assumed it was just, oh, your payments, blah, blah, blah. See, that's what I get for assuming. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it is, okay, it is 10,000. Well, it looks like we're going to be going back into town. Crap. It got, I don't okay, that's.
I didn't quite get that.
Oh, really? Why is that thing even? Go away. I don't even understand why that's activating. I had that shut down. Okay, let's go get, man, I can't believe it. I forget how much fuel I had in that. Was that, did I just refuel that? Actually, it was, I don't know. Wait. Whoops. What am I doing? That's right, I don't have brakes. I have to lift the controller up to get brakes. Let's see. Yeah, it's gone. So I'll go get a new rental. Yeah, I know people thought I was gonna hit that Paul. I'll go smelt the gold. Man, I'm just not driving well at all. It's been a while since I've used the controller. I've been more into strategy and building games. And I did try my hand at cooking too. Wasn't that great at it. I remember college days living off of top ramen. Those weren't hard to make. Just boil water, put the pasta noodles in it, add the seasoning, and there's your dinner. Back then it was like 10 cents a bag. A bag was a serving. So it was all I could afford back then. Okay, so we need to go smelt the gold and then get a new excavator. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. I should have read that message better. I don't know if it was a repossession or if they just said we want it back. I do know that there's different things in the game now. I was playing off stream the other day just to try to familiar myself with it, and someone stole my gold. Those bastards. They just came in and stole my gold. Okay, wow. I don't know. I don't think I can leave it up that high. So they have added thievery. No, so not only can your cables be chewed up by bears and stuff like that, now your gold can be stolen. But yet if I leave a big ass bar of gold in the back of my truck, I can drive all over the place and it will never go missing. Go figure. I like the movement. Yeah, on ultra settings, it's a really nice game. Even the swaying of the grass. The only thing is when you go to start streaming, you take a hit. Ooh, choppy. So, come on, gold. What, is it gonna start raining? Hey, I didn't see any clouds come in. Okay, we got our... Wow, that's bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it on Ultra. This is... I don't think I've ever seen it so choppy, to be honest. Whoops. Okay, let's go to the bank. That's another thing. I'm not really... I don't like... Oh, wow. This is ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. I don't need to see any more of that crap. Wow. Okay, come on. Thank you. Let's go to graphics. Let's go to graphics. Boy, it's taking its sweet time. That really sucks. I used to always play this on ultra settings online. Okay, what is going on? Come on. You can do it. Okay. Man, why is it going so slow? Come on, my friend. So, apply and then back. Wow. Oh, now it looks crappy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fine tune this. This sucks. Okay, let's sell the gold and then find out what happened to our excavator. $16. So how much? Oh, I don't owe anything. Okay, that's all profit then. Awesome. One thing that is annoying to me is why is it getting dark in the daytime so often? I mean, I don't remember it getting so, I mean, maybe it's just winter. I don't know. I don't remember it getting, and let me see. The temperature, what's 7:40 in the morning? So, okay, let's go get another. Now, I wonder if I should take out a loan and buy one of these outright. 69,000. Okay, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna do something that a lot of people don't like doing. Take a walk. So let's see, 67,000. No, I can't get close to that. Okay, so I just have to rent another one. So I'm gonna rent a tractor, and I think after I get back to base, add fuel to it, I think I'll end the stream at that point. Need to fix the gamma for this if it's gonna be this dark all the time. Okay, so rental. Why isn't, I don't understand, I'm pushing X and it's not doing anything. I guess I'll be submitting something to the developers. Okay, well, it's gone up, I think. Maybe not. Seemed like we were paying 26. So see those dirty, rotten people. They said, let's take it back and make them rent it again. Plus, we get to charge them for a transfer to move it over for them. Yeah, can't expect the law to help us. They've got their cars there, but nobody's home. Oh man, I don't like the graphics at this. Ooh. The track that never has any trains. Wow. So annoying. You know, it's interesting. The most requested thing that people ask for with this game has always been add multiplayer to the game. And I can see the appeal of that. I mean, if there were a multiplayer aspect to this game, it would make the dump trucks actually relevant for once. I've just never found the dump trucks to be relevant. You know, the only way you can really make them relevant is if you actually have them have two or three people running the dump trucks, and you know, one guy run the excavator, and you just keep, you know, sending them off to dump it in the wash plant. But just having a single person doing all three, that's not realistic in my opinion. Nor is it fun. Okay. So, let's go over here, let's fuel it up, and we'll end after that. Once you know, the good thing about this game is once you know, you can make money just digging with the shovel. But once you get enough to get yourself or rent yourself an excavator and get the wash plant, you're pretty much set. You'll make money. Guaranteed. One thing I would like to see them add to this game is the possibility of actually not finding gold. I mean, all the gold is random in this game. When the game first came out, you knew exactly where to look for gold. It never changed, but then they randomized it, which means every time you start a new game or restart the map, the location of the bigger sum of gold changes. So it would be interesting if you chose a spot to start that had zero amount of gold, and the dynamics that would bring to the game. Like, oh crap, I screwed up badly. I think adding that type of chance to the game would really help. That's just my opinion. But in my opinion, the course, the direction of changes this game needs, first and foremost, mod abilities, because no game will last without um, people modifying the game, adding unique things to the game. Second of all, multiplayer. There's nothing more entertaining than playing with a few of your friends. And third, just continuing to add content and making it even more enjoyable. So, I think that's going to end it for me today. I'd like to thank all those who did come by and add to the conversation. So, as I always say, if you enjoy playing the game the way you're playing it, then you're playing the game the way you should play it. The only exception is multiplayer, of course. You should never play that the way you want. You should always play fairly. So, until next time, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments after stream or private message, whatever. If there's any game you would like to see, feel free to send me those requests as well. I have hundreds, not thousands of games. My wife would kill me if I had thousands of games on Steam. I have hundreds of games, and chances are I might have a game you would like to see. So until next time, thanks again. God bless. Don't drink and drive, and most importantly, be kind to each other. Life is too short to do otherwise. Thanks again. Goodbye.